Mid-century modern architecture, a style that emerged during the mid-20th century, defined by its clean lines, a connection to nature, and a more minimalist, toned-down ornamentation in comparison to the styles that preceded it. Austin is home to the most beautiful landscapes in all of Texas. It begs for a thoughtfully integrated home to enhance its beauty. A place that capitalizes on the charm of the land while serving as a safe haven in which to experience the convergence of the art of nature and the art made by humans. It's the perfect site for a one-of-a-kind mid-century modern, and you're about to enter into just that.
Hey y'all, it's Joaquin Lozano, your friendly architecture junkie, and welcome back to Lozano Living. Today, I cannot wait to give y'all a tour of this mid-century modern masterpiece here in Austin, Texas, and you're going to want to stick around to see that entirely glass upstairs addition. Without further ado, let's begin. So we're actually starting here at the side of the house. Now we'll wrap around and make our way back to the front, but I wanted to start by highlighting this dramatic entryway here on the side of the house. Now most of the house was fashioned in a mid-century modern style, but here you can see the clear influence of the Greek Revival style, which looked to ancient Greek architecture. Now toned down in a modern minimalist fashion, you've got this small portico with these strong, powerful brick columns, as well as these dentils running along the roofline just below the eaves. Now if you were to isolate just this element of the house and compare it side by side with the Parthenon, you could clearly see the inspiration. Now let's go ahead and make our way back around and towards the front entrance. This home sits on a half-acre lot and really makes the most of its built space, as well as enhancing the natural beauty of the trees found on the property. Now, like I said, mid-century places an emphasis on simple forms and clean lines, and throughout the home you'll see a consistent dedication to these patterns. Now, besides the side entryway we just saw, this walkway is our first example. Designed in a simple yet elegant zigzag pattern, it already begins to curate the experience of this house. Now it's clear that it wasn't designed with efficiency in mind, but instead it was meant to facilitate the unique experience of this home. Now, that's not for everybody, but for someone like me, I really appreciate the sense of journey as it prepares me for what awaits inside. And as we arrive at the front door, we really have this true sense of arrival as we've completed our journey up and arrive at this grand entry door. Now, as enchanting and hot as it is out here, I can't wait to show y'all what's inside. Upon entry, we come into this foyer and arrive on a type of flooring you won't find anywhere else. Entirely constructed of poured terrazzo, this flooring is incredibly rare, and they actually don't even make it like this anymore. It is truly one of a kind. Now above, we have this elegant chandelier, and as we come up these steps, we're greeted by these large white walls with spotlights up above. It's your blank canvas for curating the perfect art collection. Now from here, we get a glimpse into the main spaces, but let's start by making a left and check out the bedrooms, starting with the primary bedroom. Now this is one of my favorite primaries we've featured on the channel. It feels refined without feeling pretentious, offering a genuinely comfortable experience. Now it boasts the same white ambiance as the rest of the house with the white walls and white oak flooring, but what I really love are all the individual elements which contribute to make this room so special. In the center, you've got a fireplace that serves as a partition between the two distinct zones, but it's open to both sides, offering warmth to both sides of the room. Now I'd opt to make this side a lounge space with my most comfortable chairs, as this thoughtfully placed skylight provides natural light all day long, perfect for reading or relaxing. And the wainscoting along all these walls give the room a really regal feel, like you're diving into your book in some prestigious library. Now on the other side, I would want to put my bed, as it's tucked into the back of the room, and you've got these shades which allow you to block off all the light coming in through the windows, as well as a door to access the backyard, which you're going to want to stick around to see because it is magical. But for now, let's go ahead and make our way into the closet. And wow, what a primary closet this is. Entirely surrounded in walnut cabinetry, this huge mirror, and a skylight up above providing natural light. This is the closet that you dream of. And you've even got a vanity over here so that you have everything you need to get ready for any occasion. Now, as we come through the closet, we make our way into the primary bathroom. And this honestly doesn't even feel like a bathroom you'd have in your house. It's more like some luxury resort, and I would feel blessed having access to this every single day. Now, to the left, you've got your private toilet, and you've got this large double vanity, but come on now. Let's let this freestanding tub have its moment. I love how they've used the glass brick all along the corner, offering natural light and a feeling of opulence while also ensuring privacy. Now there's also this sort of built-in bench surrounding the tub, which is the perfect spot to set down a glass of wine, or if your wife insists that you accompany and hang out with her while she bathes, you can take a seat. Moving past the tub, you've got this stunning light fixture, and its seemingly weightless rectangles echo the feeling of lightness that the overall house conveys. Now the shower offers an entirely different experience, encased in black Zaliche tiles and more terrazzo along the walls, just in a darker variant than on the floors in the main spaces. You've got a huge shower head, and over here, you've got access out to the backyard, and I really love the view you get of the grand tree in the backyard. I cannot wait to show y'all it from outside. But for now, let's make our way back out and check out the other two bedrooms on this wing. Now moving from the primary, we come down this hallway, and you've got an abundance of closet space for storage as we enter into the first secondary bedroom. Now it's a large room with an abundance of built-in storage, but what makes this my favorite of the secondary bedrooms is this door, which allows you to access this small balcony, providing convenient access to the outdoors immediately from your bedroom. Another really special aspect of this house is the different perspectives you get of the front walkway from different vantage points. So rather than it feeling like a still element, it gives a dynamism to the experience, a term coined promenade architecturale by the legendary Le Corbusier. Now, every single bedroom in this house has an attached bathroom, and this one is right up here in front, and it features a skylight up above for natural light, and this cool bubbly tile on the backsplash of the shower. Now this is also a great secondary bedroom. As you can see, it's also a large room, and I love these corner windows, which again continue the consistent use of these simple rectilinear forms, which give this house such a cohesive vibe. Now this bedroom features a ton of built-in drawers, a walk-in closet, and a slightly more compact bathroom. Now let's go ahead and make our way back out and check out the living spaces. Now I absolutely love this living space. This central terrazzo corridor bisects the room into two distinct zones, and I think it provides a really pleasurable experience. Personally, I prefer this to an entirely open floor plan, as it creates a better sense of direction and more channeled circulation for movement, and it also taps into that concept of promenade architecturale, allowing each zone to have a fluid experience and connection to each of the other zones, offering varying lines of sight throughout the space. To the right, you've got the larger of the living spaces with these large floor-to-ceiling windows that open up to the front of the house. Now you have these doors offering access out to a balcony, which spans the entire length of the room, offering yet another perspective of the front walkway, as well as facilitating a connection to the outdoors. Now this is a large, malleable space, but I definitely envision this being the dining area, as it's adjacent to this large marble bar, which is ideal for setting out food for your large meals, and it has the closest access to your kitchen. Also, up above, you have this cool contemporary light fixture. The best part about the living spaces is while the zones are separated, they don't feel at all closed off from one another due to the periodic breaks in the walls. Now, this is an ideal layout for hosting, as your guests can feel connected to one another, but still have unique experiences in each space. Moving across the hallway, we enter into the second living space. Now, it's the smaller between the two, but it is by no means small. But it is the spunkier one. It's got this bright splash of coral red along this built-in, and you've got these light fixtures which appear as floating white orbs overhead. Now this room is the primary access point out to the backyard, and this can be opened up to enlarge the space for accommodating larger parties. Again, I just love how these openings facilitate the movement throughout the spaces. And let's go ahead and make our way on to check out the third living space. At the end of the hallway, we come down these steps and enter into a slightly more compressed living space. It's a bit cozier in here, a little bit more laid back. Now, I'd opt to put some really comfortable seating here for having intimate conversations beside the fireplace. And over here, I would want to put a breakfast table.
Now on to the kitchen. Now I'm a big fan of this kitchen as it's recessed down relative to the hallway so that you have a vantage point to see everything going on in here. You've got a marble island in the center, quartz countertops, and you're surrounded by built-in cabinetry and Miele appliances, including a double oven. You've got skylights up above, and we again see the rectilinear elements on these windows offering views out from the sink. I also love this little counter space because it's a bar on the other side, so the family can still hang out while food is being prepared.
Now before we carry on, I just want to give y'all the specs of the home. This house has 4 bedrooms, 4.5 bathrooms, 5,500 square feet, a 3-car garage, and an expansive pool, currently on the market for $3.5 million. And I want to give a huge shout out and special thank you to the listing agent Desiree Gutierrez with Douglas Elliman for allowing us to give y'all this exclusive home tour. As always, if you're looking for more information on the property, you can find it down in the description as well as my contact info. Now, as we come across the hallway, you have another little built-in bar space with a sink, multiple fridges, an ice maker, a wine fridge, and on the backside, you've got a butler pantry with an abundance of built-in cabinetry and counter space, as well as a refrigerator, which is concealed into the laundry room. Now over here you have a powder bathroom for your guests or your chefs. And this space leads us directly into this other entry foyer where we can see into the portico from the side entry. And this room offers access up to the entirely glass new addition upstairs that you've got to stick around to see. Now from here you've also got access out to the backyard as well as into your final bedroom. I would consider this your mother-in-law suite. It's the perfect guest room, separated from the other bedrooms and with convenient access to the garage to come and go. Now it's a large space, and it has a good-sized closet. And the bathroom features a double vanity for if mom and pops come to stay. It's got a large shower, and it's entirely surrounded in this cool textured tile. Now finally, let's go ahead and check out the backyard. Now the backyard is my absolute highlight of the house. To begin, we've got what has essentially become a covered porch due to the addition of the upstairs structure, which allows you to enjoy the outdoors without having to worry about the elements surrounding you. Now, I love that it is accessible from nearly every point of the house, facilitating its use as a commune for you and your loved ones. But what's really special about this is overhead, you've got these brass tiles that remain consistent in their rectilinear forms, maintaining that cohesive vibe with the rest of the house. What makes these tiles even more special is that they can only be found in one other place, along the roof of the iconic Long Center on Lake Austin. Now, architect Stan Haas was commissioned to do the upstairs addition, and he's the same architect who was responsible for the Long Center's restoration. It was during his work there that he obtained these tiles and repurposed them right here. And they provide a beautiful complement to this backyard, mimicking the colors of the beautiful nature, the pool, and the green tint on these windows. And they are especially enchanting when the sunlight reflects off the pool and they appear to dance overhead. Now this pool is huge, and you've got a space here for laying out in the sun, but my favorite aspect of it is that it's in the shape of an elongated rectangle, furthering the cohesion of that motif found throughout the house. Now at the far end, you've got a limestone wall that creates a planter for the lush landscaping. But let's go ahead and make our way into my favorite part of this backyard. Here we have the most magnificent Texas oak tree. And as these limestone steps lead us up, we're sheltered by its branches and embraced in its shade. This is what good design is all about. maximizing what nature has given us and truly enhancing a property. Now, with the protection and beauty of this tree, as well as the reflective orbs, this is what I imagine it feels like stepping into a royal courtyard. It truly is a sanctuary set apart from the rest of the world, and it's your personal slice of heaven to enjoy in peace. Now, the only builder capable of building a structure like this is God Himself, making this house that much more special. Now, tucked behind here, we also have an outdoor shower so that you can rinse off from the pool before you head inside. Now, before we go ahead and check out the upstairs addition, I just want to talk about its unique architecture from out here. Now, it looks like this massive form overhead, and you would expect it to have thick, strong-looking supports, but instead, it just has these slender steel posts, and they give the illusion that that's all that's supporting it. And it's just one of those ways that architecture can really make you think, and it's things like this that make me love the subject so much. Now let's go ahead, head on upstairs and check it out. As we ascend the staircase, this balustrade continues the rectilinear forms, maintaining that vibe with the house. And as we come to the top of the stairs, look at this place. How cool is this? This place is entirely surrounded by glass, offering views down into your backyard and out eastward over the city of Austin. Now you've even got this elongated balcony hanging over the pool so that you can enjoy it from one story above. You've also got the exposed air ducts in here, offering a glimpse into the systems that make the house function. Now, I grew up with an artist as my father, so when I come in here, I imagine the ultimate dream studio to craft your artwork, and then you've got the gallery walls downstairs to immediately put your art on display. I could also see this being a playroom for the kids or whatever your imagination tells you to do. It's a super versatile space and it's a lot of fun. So I'd like to see what y'all do with it. Back by the staircase, there's a little bit dimmer space, which offers an entirely different experience. I envision this being the ideal office. And there's this small door out here to access the roof, and this is where this property has a real value add. The entire roof is actually commercial grade, so you can basically use it as additional real estate if you want to go and put a rooftop garden or maybe a rooftop cabana. You may even be able to build another structure upon it, but please don't take my word for it. And that concludes this home tour. I hope you'll enjoy it, and if you did, and you want to see more of the best architecture, design, and real estate, then I encourage you to like and smash that subscribe button because we've got a lot of exciting home tours coming your way. I want to extend a thank you again to Desiree Gutierrez for allowing us to show y'all this exclusive property. And I look forward to seeing y'all on the next one.